a driver stranded by flash flooding, her airlift to safety as reports of new mudslides come in. And the consumer warning tonight, targeting Americans in the dead of winter. The cold reality to protect you and your family.
I just got had.
From ABC News, this is ABC World News Tonight.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Tom Yamas, and we begin with a dangerous tornado outbreak tearing across the southeast right now with millions in the threat zone. These stunning photos coming in late today from Georgia. Homes completely blown away. A state of emergency already declared with 12 people killed early this morning. Weather officials tonight issuing a rare tornado alert, a quote PDS, particularly dangerous situation in effect. Twisters possible across 3 states, and already at least one tornado reported on the ground this evening. And in its path, a trail of destruction. Take a look, seen from the sky above Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Roofs ripped off buildings and power knocked out. 4 people killed there. And this as a winter storm takes aim at the northeast and wet weather swamps the west. More on that later, but we begin with our affiliate WSB's Tony Thomas on the ground in one hard-hit community.
Tom, this is the Sunshine Mobile Home Park just outside of Adel, Georgia. This is as far as authorities will let us go, but we've been told search and rescue crews and cadaver dogs are going through what's left of this rather large mobile home park, looking for victims and any survivors. A deputy coroner here in Cook County told us this is the worst damage he's seen ever. You see that tree line off in the distance there. There's supposed to be mobile homes lined up all the way down to that tree line. They've all been washed away by the tornado or tornadoes that came through here. A volunteer firefighter told us they're using construction equipment to lift debris off victims before they can pull them out of the rubble. And it's not over for this area. More storms are on the way. Tom?
Incredible destruction there. Tony Thomas from WSB. Tony, thank you so much. And that scene, just one location, hard hit by this outbreak. That rare warning tonight stretching across 3 states from the Florida Panhandle north into Georgia, several major cities in the path. ABC's Steve Osunsami picks up our coverage of this deadly outbreak.
This will be a heartbreaking night for a number of families across South Georgia recovering from these. Tornadoes seen here tearing through their neighborhoods this evening. In this one mobile home community alone, 7 people were killed. Brenda Griffin got out alive. Some of her neighbors didn't.
And we covered each other, and we just laid there and we prayed, Lord, please let it pass over, let it pass over.
First responders in Cook County had to free people who were trapped under their own walls. Jenny Bullard had to crawl out from under hers.
And then I opened up that door the door to my bedroom, and when I opened it up, the whole wall just fell in on me. And I crawled out from under it, and then our back door that we walk in to get into our house came by and hit me, and it knocked me down.
So far across this state, 12 people have died in the storm. Georgia's governor has declared a state of emergency in 7 counties. He took a call from the president today, who is sharing his condolences from the East Room. Adding insult to terrible injury, the Weather Service has issued a particularly dangerous situation tornado watch for these same areas tonight. And the rare warning now includes parts of Georgia, South Carolina, and Florida, too. More than 10 million people need to stay alert. This same storm brought darkness and death to Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
When you look at things like this, you realize that life is beyond that. You know, you find out what's precious.
This is the difficult moment when one woman learned that someone she loves has been killed. Our Adrian Bankard is there tonight.
You've got churches and businesses as well as homes destroyed on this street. 4 people killed. We've learned that 2 of those were relatives, a grandfather and grandson. Here at the McMorris property, the house decimated, but they did walk away with their lives.
The tornado here had wind speeds of near 136 miles an hour and cut a path that was 15 miles long.
Steve joins us live tonight. Steve, in total, 16 people were killed over the weekend in these storms. You mentioned that darkness, and there's likely a reason why this death toll is so high.
One of the big reasons is because the tornadoes hit at night while people were sleeping. People often sleep through sirens when tornadoes hit at night, or when they get out of their homes, they can't see. Another big reason is because this danger moves so quickly. We saw that here today in Atlanta, and it's another reason why families tonight in this area should be watching closely the forecast, listening for warnings, and watching the skies. Tom?
Crucial advice. All right, Steve, thanks so much. For more on these violent storms, I want to bring in ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano, tracking it all. Very dangerous tonight.
Yeah, very volatile setup. You mentioned those PDS watches. Only 3% of all tornado watches are just that. So very, very rare. We have those out until 10 o'clock tonight. So still some strong storms that are firing, and they'll do that through the darkness until 10 o'clock. You see them rotating through as this main system begins to lift up towards the north and east. That danger will be gone tomorrow, but we change to a high wind event for the northeast. I-95 especially, warnings are up 50, 60, maybe 70-mile-an-hour winds with this. And just inland, we will see sleet and some heavy snow and enough wind to knock out some power there. All the while, this intense storm coming into California right now. Southern California really getting a deluge of rain and flooding and mudslides there, and more cold rains coming in for tomorrow. So the threat for mudslides will continue for the next couple days, Tom.
We're going to have much more on what's happening out west later in the broadcast. All right, Rob, thanks so much. Next tonight to politics and a busy second day in office for President Trump. Late today, Trump affectionately greeting FBI Director James Comey at an event thanking law enforcement for a safe inauguration. Earlier, Trump on hand as his top aides were sworn in, and it's one of those aides said about the controversy over then the inauguration crowd size igniting backlash from critics. ABC's Mary Bruce is at the White House.
Tonight, President Trump with high praise for FBI Director James Comey.
He's become more famous than me.
A pat on the back for the man who became the public face of the investigations into Hillary Clinton's email. Trump today swearing in his new staff at the White House.
We are going to do some great things over the next 8 years.
And he's been speaking with foreign leaders, including Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. But the White House's other first order of business has been to double down on a familiar fight.
I have a running war with the media.
Speaking at the CIA on Saturday before the Memorial Wall of Fallen Heroes, Trump falsely accused the media of creating his feud with the intelligence community.
And I just want to let you know, the reason you're number one stop, it is exactly the opposite. Exactly.
Then taking issue with coverage of the crowds at his inaugural address.
It looked, honestly, it looked like 1.5 million people. Whatever it was, it was. But it went all the way back to the Washington Monument. And I turn on the thing, and by mistake, I get this network. And it showed an empty field. And it said we drew 250,000 people. Now, that's not bad, but it's a lie. So we caught them, and we caught them in a beauty, and I think they're going to pay a big price.
Hours later, in his first appearance at the podium, White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer ripped into the press corps for what he called false reporting and refused to take questions.
This was the largest audience to ever witness an inauguration, period, both in person and around the globe.
But the proof is in the pictures. This is the crowd as Obama gave his first inaugural address, and this is the crowd on Friday as Trump delivered his remarks. Both photos taken from the Washington Monument. According to the Nielsen ratings, 30.6 million people tuned in to watch Trump take the oath of office. That is more than 4 years ago, but fewer viewers than in 2009, when 37.8 million watched Obama. Today, the White House defended their denial of reality.
We saw crowds as far as the eye can see. And you're saying it's a falsehood, and they're giving, Sean Spicer, our press secretary, gave alternative facts to that.
Look, alternative facts are not facts. They're falsehoods.
Tomorrow's Senate action is expected on two of his nominees, Congressman Mike Pompeo for CIA Director and Rex Tillerson for Secretary of State. Tillerson today getting the backing of Senator John McCain, despite his concerns about how Tillerson will deal with Russia.
Listen, this wasn't an easy call, but I also believe that when there's doubt, the incoming president, gets the benefit of the doubt.
McCain saying he has the utmost confidence in Trump's national security team. But what about the man in charge?
Do you have utmost confidence in President Trump?
I do not know, George. I do not know, because he has made so many comments that are contradictory.
A stunning statement from one of the most respected Republicans in Congress. Mary Bruce joins us live from the White House. And Mary, for months, Trump promised to release his taxes after his audit is complete. But today, a definitive statement about whether that will ever happen.
Tom, the word is in, and it's a no. The White House will not be releasing Trump's tax returns. They say this issue was litigated through the election and that people clearly didn't care because they voted for Trump anyway. Tom?
Mary Bruce from the White House tonight. Mary, thank you so much. President Trump also reacting today to Saturday's women's rights marches across the country. This was the scene in the nation's capital. Joining rallies in major cities and small towns, both here and around the world. The president weighing in with 2 tweets and 2 very different tones. Here's ABC's Gloria Riviera.
Tonight, President Donald Trump responding to those demonstrations, tweeting, "Watched protests yesterday, but was under the impression that we just had an election. Why didn't these people vote?" But later adding, "I recognize the rights of people to express their views." The presidential motorcade passing right by this view Saturday afternoon. Protesters not far from Trump himself. Millions marching worldwide in opposition to President Trump and in solidarity for women's rights.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to speak up and be part of such a massive national movement.
In more than 600 different locations, as far away as Australia and Antarctica. Tonight, the data pouring in. 11.5 million #Women's March tweets sent around the world. Officials say more than 400,000 marchers turned up in New York City, and even more estimated at the largest march in Washington, D.C., where the subway had its 2nd busiest day on record. We met this family who traveled more than 200 miles. 7-year-old Max making her own sign, "Girls are people too."
It's 3 generations, and fortunately, I've been given the tools and the strength to be able to teach her how to keep moving, because it's a tough thing.
So many marchers telling me this is just the beginning, a call to action. President Trump's team today saying marchers sought to delegitimize his administration. Tom?
Gloria Riviera. Gloria, thank you so much. Overseas tonight, and dozens killed when a train derailed in India. 7 cars toppling off the tracks in southern India, killing at least 32 and injuring another 50. Rescue workers digging through the mangled coaches for trapped passengers. In November, 146 people were killed in another India train derailment. And to Italy, where the race is on to find survivors trapped by an avalanche at a luxury hotel. 23 people remain missing after a wall of snow and debris slammed into the Hotel Rigopiano, knocked loose after a series of earthquakes. A 6th body was pulled from the site today. So far, 9 survivors, including 4 children, have been pulled out alive. And a breaking headline in Texas tonight, police responding to a deadly shooting inside the Rolling Oaks Mall in San Antonio. 1 person killed and 6 injured. That mall placed on lockdown. Police say 1 suspect is in custody and they're searching now for a possible 2nd suspect. Next to the urgent consumer warning, the heads up for homeowners. Beware demands for big bucks to keep your heat and lights on. ABC's Ariel Reshef with the power company Power Play to watch out for.
Tonight, a scam sending a chill through thousands of homes and businesses in the coldest months of the year.
You will need to bring a total amount of $874.92 for the payment in cash.
I'll do that right now, then.
Perpetrators posing as utility workers, threatening to immediately cut off electricity if you don't pay.
They sounded just like Edison. I totally freaked out. All I could imagine is them turning off the electricity. It would be a terrible hardship on my tenants.
Trent Jones lost nearly $2,000. When the phony power company called back, he was recording.
Now, sir, if you wish to avoid disconnection, you will need to make a payment today, sir.
I called the police. They said, yes, this is happening, but there was nothing that they could do about it because I just got had.
Tonight, power companies across the country sending out warnings saying these scams are spreading. The Federal Trade Commission says if you receive a suspicious call, hang up and contact your provider. And remember, your electric company will never ask you to load money onto a prepaid card. Tom?
Some good tips tonight. All right, Ariel, thank you. And there's much more still ahead on World News Tonight this Sunday. Breaking news on board an American Airlines flight where that jet was headed. Plus, what doctors are telling Barbara Bush tonight, what she told them. And 2 women nearly swept away by giant waves. Who saved them and why? The remarkable rescue when we come back.
This is ABC World News Tonight, brought to you by Lyrica.
Before I had the shooting, burning of diabetic nerve pain, these feet kicked off a lot of high school games, built a life for my family, and like to help others in need. But I couldn't bear my diabetic nerve pain any longer, so I talked to my doctor, and he prescribed Lyrica.
Nerve damage from diabetes causes diabetic nerve pain. Lyrica is FDA approved.